From living rooms to college campuses and community centers, millions of Americans across America came together last Tuesday to watch the highly anticipated and perhaps only debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. San Diego Voice and Viewpoint caught up with voters from multiple generations across the city for debate night. As an African American newspaper, our reportage this election season is guided by one key component. How are Black voters feeling? And what kind of emotions and opinions arise from a debate night like tonight?
Do you have any expectations for what we're about to watch tonight?
My expectations is that she's going to do really well with addressing whatever the issues, and he will sidestep and avoid everything. He won't come direct and answer questions in anything that people ask him.
This is Cindy Ramo, one of the women a part of the Black and African Rise clubs in San Diego County. This group is one of the 4 Democratic clubs across the state focused solely on the legislative priorities of Black women.
What would you say to Kamala right now if you could speak to her?
I'd say, go girl, you are hitting it right on the head. Don't back up. Don't let him get away with anything.
The women of Bar support Kamala Harris with great pride. In their official endorsement letter, the women cite Harris's experience as Attorney General and Senator for the state of California. They also recognize her track record for being a strong advocate in the community and taking on key issues such as Black maternal health.
Down south towards the border in Chula Vista, Southwestern Community College hosted their first ever presidential debate watch party. The diverse room, as you see here, was packed with about 100 attendees, coming from all walks of life. The event was led by Southwestern political science professor Phil Sines, whose goal is to increase voter registration across college campuses.
The suggestion behind that was he's willing to concede Russia invading Ukraine, and that would obviously come to an end. But if you understand the national agenda and how funding is going, more Republicans are in favor of not funding Ukraine and defending their democracy. So that's something that he didn't specify specifically, but also I think both of them would said we want the war in Gaza to end, and we're hoping and negotiating, but nobody really can control that or do anything more than just hope and pray and continue with negotiations, right?
A survey created by Professor Sines, the Associated Student Organization, and Office of Student Activities was placed in a QR code displayed all around the room. Attendees were urged to fill out the survey on commercial breaks to let their voice be heard in the post-discussion set to happen after the debate. The survey analyzed the likelihood in which each attendee would vote and who would they vote for through questions like these. Here's the overall breakdown. 72 people took the survey, out of which 62.5% of the room, 45 people, came in wanting to vote for Harris already and would still be leaving voting for Harris after having watched the debate. Another notable data point is that 13 people in the room, about 18.1%, came in undecided and would be leaving voting for Harris, showing that the debate did sway people in Harris's direction.
Question or statement back here?
Just going back to the back and forth that they're going. I don't think Trump really has a plan. He just kind of wants to get in there, do some work, do some deals, but at least Harris has some stats, some vision, that's how I feel.
Okay.
That Harris, she responded with a sense of richness, with a plan. And what we hear from Trump is a lot of bitching and moaning and blaming. And you know what?
People at the watch party even expressed frustration at how the debate was moderated by ABC.
I guess my question is, you don't think power is at play there? That when she's like, hey, let me at least respond to the one thing. She did that one time and they cut her off and put her no. But when he interrupts, they allow him to talk over them and they be quiet. Power still affects the way that we perceive the debate going down.
Thanks for watching our post-debate coverage. I'm Tahoot, and I'm Macy.
To learn more about our 2024 Black Voters Series, visit www.sdvoice.info.